Hi everybody, my name is Ali Lee and I'm going to be giving this podcast on English in Pakistan, who speaks it, and what it gets you. And so just a little brief overview of what I'll be talking about today is the languages spoken in Pakistan. I'll touch a little bit about that, and then mostly who speaks English and the benefits of speaking English in Pakistan. And so right here is a little pie graph that explains all of the native languages that are spoken in Pakistan. Native meaning the first language that they learn. And so you can see that a majority of Pakistani people speak Punjabi as their native language. That has 48% of all of Pakistan. You can also see that there's other various languages. And on top of this, there are lots of tribal languages, but these are just the basic or the most common native languages. So take a look at Urdu. It's that yellow piece. Urdu is a language that 8% of people speak natively. And so with that, Urdu is also accepted and understood as a second language, or even a third or a fourth language, by most of Pakistan. And so that's why it's kind of considered the national language of Pakistan. English. English is known as kind of the unofficial but official language of Pakistan. English is especially found in regions or areas that are really big with government and businesses, like Islamabad. And actually about 49% of Pakistanis speak English as a second or a third language, but nobody speaks English as a first language. English is really big in the educational system in Pakistan. It's taught and spoken in schools, so teachers will speak it as well as teaching it. And so the wealthy will send their children to English-speaking schools, even from a young age, just so that they can have an advantage in their future and in future businesses, as English is a big part and a big majority of business in Pakistan. And so corporations and foreign affairs requires their workers to know English, since they'll be working with lots of different people from outside of Pakistan. If you know English, then you have a better chance of finding a job that will better support you and your family. As you know English, you'll be able to better influence politics so that you can better understand all of the leaders as well as participate in politics. Oddly enough, newspapers and television and lots of different news broadcasting in Pakistan is in English. So kind of funny, but the government, legal documents, passports, and offices, and even policies are all found in English, and as well as the Constitution. The Constitution and a majority of the laws are all written in English. And so as government officials, it's important that you know English so that you can understand and continue to look at the Constitution and create laws. So what does English have in the future of Pakistan? Actually, according to a lot of recent articles, Pakistan is trying to switch or change the official language from English to Urdu, as Urdu is more of a language that's similar to all of the other tribal languages. And part of that is because of nationalism. Pakistani people are very prideful about their country and where they come from. And so they're wanting to kind of break away from India or from the British influence that influenced Pakistan, obviously with the partition, and ever since then they're trying to break away from that and be their own country like originally planned when fighting for independence. And actually part of the Constitution says that after about 15 years since the Constitution was created, that Pakistan would change the official language to Urdu, and that hasn't happened yet. And so even the Prime Minister today is looking at changing the official language, and in 10 to 15 years they're hoping to be able to get even just like passports and government and legal papers and just businesses all around Pakistan to be in Urdu rather than English. And so in conclusion, ultimately English in Pakistan equals power and prestige, since it plays a big part in education and it plays a huge role in the government as well as in business. Thanks so much for watching.